A warm afternoon greetings to one and all present over here. I myself, Anindita Behera of Madhusudan Law University, standing tall before you to say something about should the Indias introduce a harsher penalties for perjury to deter the false testimony in the courts. As it has been earlier stated by many of my fellow debaters that the sections, the statutes, the legal maxims and other philosophical natures that false witness itself and the truth has been falsified when it is being covered. But one of the maxim that has been proclaimed and said by all of you is that false uno in and false in omnibus. But should one false statement would completely falsify the whole truth? In the case of Gangadhar Behera versus State of Odisha, the High Court of State of Odisha had completely debarred that this doctrine would completely change the evidence of as such. As one of my debaters had also pointed out that sometimes the truth or the evidence that is being point or the testimony that is given by a witness is under pressure, coercion, fear or other things. The distinction that is there need to be made that whether the witness that is giving testimony is under the coercion or is something to deceive the judiciary system itself. Providing harsher penalties would not negate the fact that people are coming up to the court with false evidence as such. It needs more practical from the grassroots level. When we discuss about the false evidence, we need to understand the amount of evidence that is there being negated. A false witness in a murder case would not be equalized with a false witness in a trivial matter such as theft and others. This request needs to talk about the quantity, the quality and also the amount of punishment that is there. This led us to have the ambiguity that is present about the punishment that needs to be given. Not just punishment, but the level or the scale after which the punishment is given. We talked so much about the BNS section, the IPC section, the CrPC, the BNSS and the Evidence Act, which itself where the eyewitness comes from or other types of witness such as the hostile witness and others. But witness or the someone who as there present, it takes a lot of people who are there in order to present someone who would get justice or not. Justice itself is the parametria of our legal system. But is the justice being protected by our authorities, is by protected the law or by need to be protected by the statute is something that we need to uphold. Thank you.